Welcome back to the Lights Out podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you all snuggled up and ready for another Lights Out bedtime story? Good, because you're in for a treat tonight. Tonight's story is called The Shopping Basket by one of my favourite all-time authors, John Burningham. I've been going through the books in the house and I realised there's 3 John Burningham books out of the 15 or 20 that I've got that I haven't read on the Lights Out podcast. And so today we've got The Shopping Basket, and I've also got Eduardo and Humbert for you coming soon. But back to the story, because it's all about the story here and our mission to have 1,000 ad-free stories for you guys and girls around the world. Once upon a time. Pop down to the shop for me, will you, Stephen? And buy 6 eggs, 5 bananas, 4 apples, 3 oranges for the baby, 2 donuts, and a packet of crisps for your tea. And leave this note at number 25. So Stephen set off for the shop, carrying his basket. He passed number 25, the gap in the railings, the full litter basket, the men digging up the pavement, the house where the nasty dog lived, and the ride at the shop. He bought the 6 eggs, 5 bananas, 4 apples, 3 oranges for the baby, 2 donuts, and a packet of crisps for his tea. But when he came out of the shop, there was a bear. "I want those eggs," said the bear, "and if you don't give them to me, I will hug all the breath out of you." "If I threw an egg up in the air," said Stephen, "you are so slow, I bet you couldn't even catch it." "Me? Slow?" said the bear. And Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket. But when he got to the house where the nasty dog lived, there was a monkey. "Give me those bananas," said the monkey, "or I'll pull your hair." "If I threw a banana on to that kennel, you're so noisy I bet you couldn't get it without waking the dog." "Me noisy?" said the monkey. So Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket. But when he got to where the men were digging up the pavement, there was a kangaroo. "Give me those apples you have in your basket," said the kangaroo, "or I'll thump you." "If I threw an apple over the tent, you're so clumsy I bet you couldn't even jump over to get it." "Me? Clumsy?" said the kangaroo. And Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket. But when he got to the litter basket, there was a goat. "Give me those oranges you have in your basket," said the goat, "or I'll butt you over the fence." "If I put an orange in that litter basket, you're so stupid, I bet you couldn't even get it out." "Me stupid?" said the goat. So Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket, but when he got to the gap in the railings, there was a pig. "Give me those donuts," said the pig, "or I'll squash you against the railings." "If I put the donuts through the gap in the railings, you're so fat I bet you couldn't squeeze through and get them." "Me fat?" said the pig. So Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket, but when he got to number 25, there was an elephant. "Give me those crisps," said the elephant, "or I'll whack you with my trunk." "If I put these crisps through that letterbox, your trunk is so short I bet you could not even reach it." "My trunk's short," said the elephant. And Stephen hurried on home, carrying his basket, but when he got to his own house, there was his mother. "Where on earth have you been, Stephen? I only asked you to get 6 eggs, 5 bananas, 4 apples, 3 oranges for the baby, 2 donuts, and a packet of crisps. How could it have taken you so long?" The end. of a book you have to buy to read to believe. It's so great. Called The Shopping Basket by John Burningham and Stephen, who outwits the bear and the monkey and the kangaroo and the goat and the pig and the elephant, but not his mom. Here on the Lights Out podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good night.